Ladies and gentlemen, the tension has been building for weeks. Words and threats have been exchanged from both sides. But now it is time to truly find out who is the more mighty, the more dangerous, and the more powerful robot. Is it TEMP or is it G.U.I.D.O? Today we are going to make this battle come to life here within the tiny town dimension. It's a one-on-one clash. It's a battle to the death. It's finally time for G.U.I.D.O versus TEMP. Let's do this. Okay, bit of a dramatic intro there, guys, but welcome back to the wonderful world of the tiny town dimension. Now, if you've never seen this dimension before, you are in for a treat. Basically, you can make whatever your imagination can conjure up within this town here. For example, we can make let's have a look over here. We can make a giant clown who is stomping over a city. It looks like he's having a fun time. We can have that same clown being chased by a zombie. Here we go, we can just do this. And now he's not having such a fun time, is he? So basically we can do anything. This is our own personal toy box. A canvas for the painting of our imagination. I know, Guido, that was quite deep. We are pretty much God here, so what I want to do is take this auto mechanic, and this is the closest I could get to the restaurant, and I want to create and imagine what would happen if TEMP and G.U.I.D.O finally fought it out. So let's go ahead and do this. So Guido, tell me, do you know what the first thing that appears is when there's a fight in public? No, there's panic, stress, fear. We are going to create that environment right now by spawning in a bunch of, well, not zombies, hopefully, a bunch of people running away from the scene, kind of being interested in the scene. This person is going to be running away. They're going to be fleeing for their lives here. I'm planning on making G.U.I.D.O and TEMP quite big here. Oh no, poor Grandpa's going to get caught up in the mix as well. Yeah, I want to make them quite big, and these guys like looking up at the fight that's going on, because if we only did like two tiny bots, it'd look really strange. Oh no, Grandpa's fallen over and hurt his leg. So this is good. We've got a whole group of people running away from the scene here. As you can see, the clown has made a comeback, and we've got this nerd who's kind of diving onto the ground to escape from all the combat. Everyone looks like they're in a sheer state of panic, which was exactly what I was going for. Next, we're going to move on to actually creating our robots here. So let's go ahead and go to primitives. I guess we want two of the same like shade here. I guess this is the best we're going to get with these cubes just here, and we're gonna make G.U.I.D.O and TEMP. We're gonna go ahead and turn snapping off, because that's gonna make it easier for us to create some fancy shapes like this one. I actually think white would be more appropriate for here we go. Yeah, white's gonna be totally more appropriate. So we'll get rid of this, and we are going to have this right here. And I think the first person we're gonna make is TEMP. Now, of course, when we're comparing TEMP and G.U.I.D.O, TEMP is a little bit dirtier, a little bit more murderous, if history has taught us anything, and a little bit more crazy. So we're gonna go ahead and create that mood straight away. So let's go ahead and see if we can make the appropriate shape here. I think that's probably the best we're going to get in terms of a screen, and he also needs a slightly smaller cube just underneath here. So I'm going to go ahead and shove this right up there. Yep, bit rude. Always make sure you ask permission before you shove cubes inside of people. I also believe that TEMP has a blue tie, if I can remember correctly. So we're going to go ahead and make this. So we'll probably need, yeah, something like this. Here we go. So obviously TEMP is blue and G.U.I.D.O is green. That's going to be the main difference between them, but I am going to try and get all those little details in there as well. And the main reason we're doing this, Guido, is not only to be creative here, but also to kind of predict what will happen between the two of them. I mean, if a fight actually broke out between TEMP and G.U.I.D.O, I mean, I don't even know what I'd do. I'd just sit and watch, I think, because these two are absolute giants of their business, I guess. They're both in the business of murdering. I mean, we've seen both TEMP and G.U.I.D.O murder certain victims and stuff, and recently we've actually been feeling quite sorry for TEMP. I mean, we know that TEMP lost their child, so we've got to make sure we're showing all that fury from TEMP towards G.U.I.D.O. We really want to create the animosity here between the two of them. Anyway, enough talking, let's get back to creating. So I want to work on the eyes here. The best thing I could do is get these kind of cylinders here, because they don't have perfectly circular eyes, but if I get these, well, not cylinders, these circles here, and kind of bend them in a certain way, we should be able to create the illusion of like eyeballs. We can either do that, or we can do just straight up spheres here. Hold on, let me go ahead and grab one. But this doesn't really look right to me. Like, that does not look like a G.U.I.D.O or a TEMP eye. Perhaps the best option would be to get the cylinders and make the eyes out of those. So if we do one there, another one right here, just like that, that's probably decent. And now we get the where are they? The spheres, put them on either end, we should be able to make eyes which are a bit more accurate here. So, that kind of looks a bit strange. It's so hard to get it perfect here, but I think we're getting there. Let me just try do this one again. Hold on, just like, there we go. I think, kind of, that's probably the best we're gonna get. As I said, it's so hard to get accurate, but now I want some, like, evil-looking eyebrows here to really show the anger within them. I'm not sure we're going to be able to nail this. Actually, that looks pretty decent there. If I do that, do the same on the other side here. There we go. They look kind of angry there. I don't think we're probably going to be able to do it until we put the mouth in there. So now I'm going to do some kind of... Oh, look, we can have them happy. Or if we spin it around, we can have them upset. I think that's probably the better option here. Next, we're in the zombie section of the items here because I want to find, here we go, I want to find like a stain here. So if we do something like this, that's probably not going to work. I'm kind of trying to make it so, hold on, if I rotate it around maybe. What, it's invisible on that side? Okay then. We know that TEMP has that stain underneath their screen. So if we can kind of make that happen, that'd be great. I think that's probably the closest we're going to get. Of course, we could build it out of primitives, but it might take quite a long time. Hold on, we could use something like this. I know it's supposed to be overgrowth, but if we kind of put this here, yeah, that looks more like the stain. Yeah, just like that. I know it's supposed to be like grass, but if we use it in a certain way, it does appear to be like the splatterings there, so that's good. Okay, so now next, I want to give TEMPbot a weapon. Now, if I was TEMPbot, if I was in the mind of TEMPbot, I'd probably guess they'd probably want some kind of blade, if we can find that. I don't know why, I just predict that TEMPbot would probably prefer some kind of blade rather than a gun, but we could give them both here. Let's go ahead and see if we can find some kind of sword or meat cleaver. I thought these were meat cleavers, but they're clearly flags. We do have an axe right here. We could give this to, oh my gosh, we could give this to TEMPbot here. Let me see. Let me kind of have that to the side here. Oh my gosh, TEMPbot looks ready for battle. Oh man, I kind of feel like I've got to give them hands as well. You know, just to indicate who is holding what. Okay, so we'll give them one of those. We'll also give TEMPbot a gun as well, just so they're not at a disadvantage here or something. So let me go ahead and swipe through all of this, and we should be able to find a weapon. We're in zombie, we want to be in military. Here we go. And we just swipe on through. We should be able to find, yep, some kind of gun. We'll give them a, here we go. Give them one of these, and that's going to be pointing directly at where TEMPbot is going to be. TEMPbot's going to be just here, or JobBot's going to be just here rather. TEMPbot is going to be positioned obviously right here. So now I'm just going to work with the spheres to make it look like JobBot is holding, or TEMPbot rather, is holding the weapon which they've chosen here. So we'll go ahead and make like a hand type shape here. So something like this. And then we'll have the finger like poking through to the other side. There we go. That actually looks pretty cool. One more circle at the back here. And then I want to add like a ring for the glove here. So we get a white ring. Go ahead and do this. Size it up. Put just there. There we go. We got one glove right there. Now we just need to do it for the axe. Here we go. We got the fingers wrapped around there. We want one thumb there. Now we just need the giant hand just reaching around just like this. Probably need to go a bit further down, just like that. One more at the back, and then the ring. So, like this. And then we need the ring, which is just here. And that should be TEMPbot pretty much done here. Of course, we've got to choose who is going to win this battle. Oh, TEMPbot is looking so cool. I mean, I kind of feel like they're pointing the gun at me, Guido. Yeah, well, dude, I was just trying to, you know, have some fun, but it's fine. No wonder everyone's terrified of this. Look at this. So now we just need to make TEMPbot's counterpart, obviously, JobBot here. So we go ahead and follow a similar style as with TEMPbot. I mean, they look pretty similar apart from the screens there. Of course, JobBot has the green screen right here. I'm not sure if JobBot is a little bit smaller than TEMPbot, actually, looking at it now. It looks like JobBot is a little bit smaller, but it could be just because we haven't finished yet. I mean, the best we can do is just try figure this out. Hold on, let me do that. I think JobBot definitely looks smaller, but it's fine. It's all about perspective. It's 3D. Okay, so now just building this lower part of JobBot right here. That's about right, I think. Now we just need to work on the tie, so let me put this here. We also need the tip of the tie, just like this. There we go. TEMPbot's a lot more sophisticated than, or JobBot's a lot more sophisticated than TEMPbot is. It's kind of, I'm getting very confused here because they're both here. So JobBot has his tie on very straight here. He also has some pens in his pocket. I'm not sure how I'm going to make that pocket. Maybe I'll have to miss that little detail out. Do you mind where you're pointing that thing, JobBot? Jeez, or TEMPbot, sorry, getting confused. So we are doing the same technique for the eyes here as we did with TEMPbot. So I've got to go ahead and do the same thing here, although JobBot's going to look a little bit more lively here. He actually looks a little bit more insane than TEMPBot. Now we need the ring, and is he going to be... I think JobBot's going to be happy. JobBot's just happy that TEMPBot's getting outside of the office. Okay, so now for the weapons. I think I'm going to give JobBot some dual SMGs here. It just seems a bit more cool than TEMPBot here. So let's go ahead and do something like this, and we'll clone this one. Whoa, he doesn't want 3. Oh my gosh, he doesn't have 3 hands. Jeez. We go ahead and whack this right here. Put another one just behind right there. We also need another one right here. Make this a little bit smaller. And that is just going to be positioned right there. Now we need the ring again. Just like this. Scale this up a little bit. Put that right there. That is looking awesome. Now we need the same for the other side. Just like this. Have the finger slipping through there so it's pulling on the trigger. Just like that. Now we need one more. Oh, that's a little bit big. He doesn't have that big of hands. Okay, there we go. Now we need the ring as well. Put the ring just behind here. And I think that's pretty much it. Let's see how this is looking here. Oh my gosh. So there we have it. We have JobBot and TEMPBot both fighting it out in the middle of the street. Everyone's terrified of what's going on here. But finally, we can visualize what this battle between these two giants of their industries would look like. So aside from that, guys, I think there's nothing much more we can do here. Actually, looking at it, it does look like TEMPBot is a lot bigger than JobBot. But maybe JobBot's been to the gym more. Maybe TEMPBot has been spending a little bit more time with the donut box at work. But for right now, I think we're going to wrap it up there. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Hope you enjoyed this installment of Checkpoint. If you did, make sure you leave a like and a subscribe. If you want to see more from this dimension, let me know. But for right now, this is me, Steve. That's been G.U.I.D.O. This has been the Tiny Town dimension, looking lovely as always. It never rains here, G.U.I.D.O. The weather's perfect. Checkpoint complete. Bye, guys.